Okay. All right, we're recording. Well, hello everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Molly, and welcome to the Making Your Environment Empowering event. This is our third week. We're super excited to have everybody here. We're just really excited about this event and all the value that it's bringing to our team and everyone else. So just kind of a recap, on the last 2 weeks, the first week we touched base on community, and then last week we spoke about personal development. And I'm going to kind of bring something up again from last week that will lead us into this week. I had mentioned how I went to this seminar, and the speaker was saying how he was flying a helicopter over traffic, and that this was a metaphor for what he was trying to do for everybody, because he was flying this helicopter over this huge traffic jam out in LA, and how all he wanted to do was to teach people how to fly. And that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this event. So often we're stuck in this traffic jam of life. And we are here with this event of Making Your Environment Empowering to teach you how to fly, to uproot your environment and to make it one that you want to be in, essentially. So this week, I am going to talk to us about what do we really want in life and what are the desires of our hearts. And honestly, this is kind of stemming from a sermon that I heard. I'm going to keep it really generic though. So whether you believe in a higher power in the universe or don't believe at all, I think it'll still really be applicable. So the question I'm posing is, what do you want in life? What are the desires of your heart? So often we're stuck in that traffic jam of life and we've lost touch with what we really want. And how do we know? If we don't know what we want, how are we going to know when we get it or when we get there? I mean, honestly, we don't. If we can't say what we want, then we're not going to know when we're there. And we have been given desires to make an impact on this world. And that's why all of us are here. We've been given a desire to make a bigger impact in whatever way it might be. And so we're here to change ourselves, to be able to make that impact and have that impact on others. What's a great depiction of this and really seeing what you want is when you look at kids. I saw Jenny's son earlier and he was dancing like a robot. Kids have passions, they have desires, and they live those out. They have this dangerous wonder and that wide-eyed listening until something normal happens. And unfortunately, from cradle to grave, the pressure is on from the world for us to seek normal, to be normal. The world says be normal, but what is normal? Why do we lose that dangerous wonder and those childlike, that vision in those eyes? It's because we start listening to what the world deems as normal, and it stops our imagination. It stops our dreaming. We don't laugh as much. We don't play. Essentially, we lose our aliveness in the name of normal. So the noise of business and the world and the endless activity, it drowns out our desires. It drowns out those whispers in our ear of life challenging us to do more and to be more and to seek what we really want, the desires of our heart. You see it so often, and many of us, I'm sure, we have an education. Some of us might be married, we have kids, and we work for decades and we never have a life. Like, that's no way to live. And I know all of us are here because we don't want to live that way. We don't want that to be us. We want passion, we want wonder, we want spontaneity, but we become deaf to those desires because the world is constantly telling us, be normal, be normal. So essentially with that, we need to retune. We need to retune into what our desires are and what our heart is telling us of where we need to go. Our desires are our heart. Those are the things that drive us, the needs that we can meet. With this community, we have a desire and an ability to meet people's physical needs, spiritual needs, emotional needs, vocational needs, educational needs. We can speak into that. I would challenge you to really look at what causes you to get excited. Like, what are you excited about? And the possibility of making a difference in the world. What do we want to do and what can we do? So with that, sorry if this is a little all over the place, but, I just really want to reiterate that we have the ability and to fill our hearts with the things that will drive those desires and to make a direct impact. Sorry, I feel like this is a little all over the place. Something that really spoke this morning was oftentimes we give up our desires in the name of other people's expectations. And I don't know if you all are guilty of this, but I'm definitely guilty of it. What do my parents expect? What does my boyfriend expect? What do my friends expect? And I shy away from what I want to do because I listen to their expectations. I've been guilty of listening to the noise of, you're wasting time. You're not going to make money. You're not going to make a difference. Don't start that business, fill in the blank, whatever it is. And my point being that we've been called to do something more and we have the ability to do more. And with that, we have to be so specific. This question of what do you want in life and what are the desires of your heart, the universe is ready to give it to you. And I talked about the personal development that I've done in the past on last week's call, and every single one of those events, they will tell you, and any of the books that you read, that you have to be laser focused, but laser specific. And with that, Jenny could say, hey, Molly, I need some money. And I say, okay, Jenny. And I give Jenny $10. But really, Jenny needed $100. And I had $100 to give her, but she didn't ask me for $100. She just said she needed some money. So I only gave her 10. If Jenny knew exactly, she knew what she wanted in life. She knew she wanted that $100. She just didn't ask for it. She knew that her heart desired that $100, but she wasn't specific. So the universe didn't know what to give her back. It gave her something, but it didn't give her the most specific thing that she needed. So, my point with that is the universe wants to give us what we need. And oh gosh, sorry guys. I lost my train of thought. The universe wants to give us what we need. And I just want you guys to know that every resource and opportunity is available, and the universe will provide every single one of those. They spoke this morning about different wavelengths and how we have concrete thinkers, abstract thinkers, and then we have keepers as well. And I think this community is really cool because we're filled of concrete thinkers, abstract thinkers, and keepers. We are teamed up with this amazing vision that came to us through abstract thinkers. And we are the concrete members and the keepers that go out and teach the world what we're doing. And we show them our vision and our mission, and how, just the same with this event, how we can make our environments more empowering. We're all wired to think a certain way, but the voices of the world will tell us something different. And that's why we have to take it upon ourselves to really root down and get to our core and tune out those voices and only listen to the ones that are specific to what we want and what are the desires of our heart. We have a responsibility to focus on what we want, to embrace it, and then cultivate it. We have, if you're not embracing your gift, then you're going to have, I wish I could, I wish I could, I should have done that. Well, you can wish and should and could all day, but you've got to do. You've got to be who you were made to be. We've got to fan the flame of the gift that we were given, whether that gift was leadership, generosity, hospitality, servant, whether it was of creating systems. You need to claim, embrace, and develop them and use them for your purposes for the world. And with that, I would just, sorry, this is really rough, but I would just challenge you guys today to really get focused and sit down and ask the question of yourself, what do you want in life? What is the desire of your heart? And can you truly answer it? Because I feel like if you can't answer that, then you're not going to be able to live it. You're not going to be able to show others what you are trying to do for them. I did it just the same earlier. And some of my specific things were to inspire others to do, be, and have all that inspires them, to show others fulfillment and encouragement, to love with no expectations, to show others a better way, to be on fire, and to show others that it's possible how to fly, that flying is possible, to offer hope, to show gratitude, and ultimately to be my best self and live to my highest self. I also got specific on the groups throughout my entire life that have driven me and that have pushed me to not listen to those little voices and to keep me rooted in who I am and who we can offer our gifts to. And I would challenge you to do the same, and it's going to look different. Start from wherever you want to. But my kind of lineage that started with that was a mentorship with special needs community. And then it was a mentorship and soccer coaching. And now it's women's empowerment. It's showing women how to make their empowerment empowering, and that they can say yes. And so I'll just leave you guys with this, really ask yourself the question, what do you want in life? What are the desires of your heart? And just know the universe wants to know those desires. They want to know your heart, and they want to give every single bit of them back to you. But you just have to be specific for what you're asking for. So that's all I got. Does anybody have any thoughts, any questions? No, that was a little rough, but I don't know. I just think as part of this, making your environment empowering, it's also important that we have like open discussions if you have questions or thoughts of what that can mean to you. So if anybody has anything, you can add it now if you'd like. And if not, that's okay as well. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording this portion.